Woo! It's a good time to be a Splinterlands player right now, as Chaos Legion packs are now going on pre-sale in 1 week, which is October 18th. I'm going to be giving you guys everything I know today about it, so stay tuned. Hello everyone, my name is Luke. This is my Play to Earn channel where you guys follow along in my Play to Earn journey. Again, another Splinterlands video because these guides are popping off. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting them. And we have so much to talk about with Splinterlands, and one of those things being the Chaos Legion packs are starting to be on pre-sale. Again, as I said in the intro, October 18th, which is a week from today, and could be already out when you guys are starting to watch this video for some of you. So I've gone through on Peaked, which has kind of a, I guess, white paper, a blog post around what's going on with this. I'll try to drop the link and remember to put it in the description and in the comments. I will also recommend that if you guys don't already, to watch Bulldog and Dwayne Cunningham. I'll try to link you guys their channels. They are players that have so much money invested into this game that I think they have insider access even to have, you know, private Discord chats with some of the leading developers and stuff like that. So they have more of the history of the game and have more insider information, and I'm pretty sure they watch all the AMAs. So they may have some tips that are better than mine. So I would also recommend, if you don't check out their channels, I'll try to put them into the comments as well. So anyways, here's what I know. I've been reading through this, finally had time to sit down and prepare for the pre-sale. You know, we're all hyped about it. There is gonna be, I think, a big push to buy these packs because, you know, all these other cards, the rental prices, and we've been talking about the prices to buy cards, have just all gone up and up and up over the last, especially 2 to 3 months. And it makes it really hard for new players to get into the game, for, you know, us that don't want to spend, you know, $500 to $1,000 building up a good, you know, silver or gold deck. You know, it's just like, man, this sucks. So this is, you know, giving players hope maybe to buy up some, you know, packs that are going to be cheaper, that we can get our own cards and hopefully start competing and owning more assets that, you know, appreciate over time. So here we go. Let's start jumping into it, talking about what's going to happen. So Chaos Legion, some just highlighted things that I'll run through. If you want to read the whole page, again, you can go ahead and do that yourself. So they're going to have 15 million packs, which is 10 times the last pack that was dropped, which was the Untamed Edition cards that you're probably familiar with playing right now. And the reason why they're doing this is because the amount of accounts are going up and up and up. They just hit 1 million accounts. There is a high demand for the game, so 10 times the amount of cards that are released makes sense when, you know, the player base is probably 10 times since the Untamed packs have released. So it makes sense. And right now the packs are going to cost $4, which I guess was more than the previous price at $2. I wasn't there for that, for the sale of those cards. So a higher price, but again, the idea is that they are releasing a bunch of them and they want to, you know, keep, you know, hopefully the price at a good point for new players, but also make sure that these assets have value to them. So soon enough here, you're going to be able to buy them in the Splinterlands shop, either using credits, which, you know, even can be paid with PayPal and just straight up non-crypto options. And then you can spend your SPS, which I wouldn't recommend because the token is pumping right now. It's already, you know, when I'm doing this video, 90 cents, so that's pretty high. Or you can use some of the DEC that you've earned to go and buy these packs. So you'll just be able to see that in the Splinterlands shop. So if you click this tab, it'll come up, and I didn't even realize this, I won't even have to link it here. If you can just click to learn more, and you'll see the same article, and there is a countdown to when the pre-sale goes live, which is looking pretty cool. There's also going to be some additional bonuses if you are a whale, or at least a whale in my opinion, buying up a ton of packs. So if we go over to my trusty handy Google sheet of my Splinterlands guides, which I'm all going to be putting on one Google sheet from now on, so any link that you find in my videos towards my Google Sheets should give you every guide that I've done so far. But based on that, all we need to know is October 8th the pre-sale begins. The 24th is when the expected pre-sale is going to stop. And then here are the amount of cards based on what they're telling us. If there's 15 million packs here, and they have the total amount of cards is 5 per pack, that's going to mean 75 million cards put into this release over time, not in the pre-sale, the total amount. Now they said they're going to be the same drop rate as other card sales in the past. So just based on those calculations, they're going to be, for fun, 55 million common cards. About 1 million of those are going to be 1 million on top of those will be gold. 14.7 million will be rare cards, 0.3 million rare golds, about 3 million epic, and then you can see epic, gold, legendary, and gold are all under 500,000 as well. So just fun little stats there for you. Not that it'll matter too much. And then the bonus packs, again, 10% packs earned if you buy more than 100. You'll earn 15% bonus packs if you buy 500 or more. And then if you buy 2,000 or more, somehow you have the money to do that. That's on you. I'm not gonna have that much money, but if you have the funds, go for it. I guess you'll get 20% bonus. So just as an example, I've written it out. If you pay, and buy 100 packs, you're gonna earn 10 extra packs. So you're gonna have to spend $500 roughly to do that, to get the $50 value, and then 500 packs to get to the roughly, the extra 375 value. So you get the idea there. Again, I'm assuming most people won't be buying those huge bonuses. Now, some other interesting information and perks to buying the pre-sale and buying these packs is that you're going to be available to get airdropped cards. So if you haven't heard about the airdropped cards that were from the last card sale packs, some of them were like the most powerful summoners. You got the Llama and Yodin, which, if we go and search for, these are the cards that at level 1 right now are worth over $500 and were airdropped to players for just buying packs. So that's why everyone is excited, because they're like, wow, if I can get into these pre-sales and if I can buy some of these packs, I'm going to be, hopefully getting some of these airdropped cards that, if history repeats itself, it could be worth $500 or who knows what. So what you need to know is that there's going to be 14 available airdrop cards, and each million will unlock a new airdrop card to be possible to get it to your account. So if you want to be eligible for all 14 airdrops, you're going to need to buy one of the pre-sale packs of the first million. And then if you buy in, let's say after 5 million packs have been sold, let's say you buy in that batch between 5 million to 6 million, well, you're not going to be eligible for the first 5 airdrop cards. You'd only be available and eligible for the next 9 airdrop cards. So the earlier you can buy packs, the better, which is why I think there's going to be a mad dash to get into this pre-sale. Another thing we need to notice is about the collection power. They're going to be half the rate as they used to be, so more like the new reward cards that you're getting in loot chests, and the gold foil versions will only be 25 times the amount as the regular, as opposed to the 50x it used to be in the past. So you can see a common will only get you 5 card power, and a gold foil will be 125 for common. 20 rare, 100 epic, and 500 for legendary cards. Now, I think they're doing this because, again, there's going to be way more cards and packs than there were in the previous editions. And you got to think about, if the cards are worth the same amount of power and there's so many more cards in this edition, well, then the card power and value of your previously owned cards are going to go way down, because everyone would just be buying up these cards that are going to be cheaper because there's a higher supply and they have the same amount of power. So while for new players it sucks for us because we're trying to get as much card power as we can, it does make sense that they don't want to tank the value of previous cards. Now, from what I can tell, they haven't flat out said, will there be 2 collection powers, one for this ranked system of the Chaos Legion, which we'll talk about in a second, and one for our old cards. As far as I can tell, it should all be 1 collection power combined together with these new cards and your old cards. I could be wrong about that though. So to crush our hopes for small players like me who have been trying to rent so much to get the card power into silver, these are the numbers to expect for buying 10 packs. Based on the drop rate, you're going to get roughly, on average, of course this is what to expect, not what will be your results, is to get 37 common cards, 10 rare cards, 2 epics, and 1 common gold out of 10 packs. Now, if you drop a legendary gold, then of course that is a miracle and you're going to get a lot more card power, but realize that is a 0.02% chance. So using the averages, you're going to get about 710 card power for 10 packs, or roughly 71 card power out of one pack. Meaning, sadly, if you want to get to bronze 2, you're going to have to buy 50 packs, bronze 1, 250 packs. And for those of us who love to play in silver and get those silver rewards, it would literally take 750 packs on average to get to silver without having to rent anymore. Not what I wanted to hear, and I know that's not what you wanted to hear either. All right, so moving on to the pre-sale. This is where it gets difficult, guys. There's only 1 million out of the 15 million packs that are going to be available during the pre-sale that is launching on October 18th. Now, if somehow all of these aren't sold within the first 30 days, then the remaining packs will become for sale, not as a pre-sale. However, with a million Splinterlands accounts and a lot of people looking to purchase these packs and all the airdrop bonuses, I have a feeling they're going to go like that. So I doubt the pre-sale will last even that long. So these packs are going to be $4. There will be a 10% discount used if you buy it with the SPS token. However, again, I'm not going to be doing that because I think it makes more sense to be holding your SPS tokens, especially for these vouchers we're going to be talking about, and you can stake it earning more SPS. It seems like SPS is way more valuable to me, at least, than just getting a 10% discount on buying these packs. So I will not be doing that. I'll be either using credits that I purchased with fiat, or I will be using some of my dark energy crystals that I've earned. So the bummer for us small players like me is this voucher system. Now, it makes sense that they're implementing this, but honestly, this is what's going to make it hard to get into the pre-sale. So for each pack you wish to purchase, you're going to need one of these vouchers on top of the $4 cost to buy the pack. Now, you can get vouchers by staking your SPS tokens. Over the 30-day pre-sale, there's going to be 1 million vouchers dropped, and that is 33,333 a day of these tokens. So what they're trying to encourage is giving more and more reasons to stake your SPS instead of trying to buy it for a pump and then selling it off, which is a good thing for the long-term hold of this game. You know, if you're looking to play this game for 2 years and build up your assets, that is encouraging to me. The one bummer is that based on the math, it's going to be hard for us that don't have a lot of SPS staked to get these voucher tokens. So if you come to my Excel sheet guide here and go to splinterlandcards.com, I've found that they have a tool to show you guys how much SPS you will need to stake to get a card. So for instance, if you have 50 SPS, which again, if you're trying to buy SPS right now, it's 90 cents. It could again peak over $1 possibly as this pre-sale goes on because so many people are gonna want SPS. You can see with 50 SPS stake, you're gonna get 0.01 voucher tokens dropped, and that means over the month you're not gonna have enough to even get one voucher token. So I found that when using this calculator, it's going to take about 150 SPS tokens to just get the one voucher over the month. However, these numbers could also fluctuate because the more SPS is staked, it means that you'll have a smaller percentage of the pool, which means your vouchers will drop at a lower rate. So if more and more people keep staking SPS, then expect to get even less vouchers as well, unless you're also staking more SPS. Again, it's a little unfortunate for small players like me. I'm not going to be, dumping $1,000 into SPS tokens this month to go out and get these vouchers. I wish I had the funds too, but with my risk management and where I'm at in life, that's just not possible, and my wife would probably not be very happy with me. However, there is some good news that these voucher tokens will be able to be transferred and traded. So on third-party markets such as Hive Engine, we could buy them, let's say from whales who maybe don't want to use up all their vouchers, but I have a feeling that they do. So I'm curious to see how many voucher tokens we'll be able to buy up on these secondary markets and what the price is. I think when I watched Dwayne Cunningham's video, he said something about a voucher being $1 if you're not getting it airdropped. I can't find any information to verify that, so maybe I missed something. If it's only $1 per voucher, that's great. I would gladly do that, but I have a feeling that the voucher tokens, because they're going to be a little bit more rare for us small players, the price will go up for us to get into the pre-sale. So, for me, I'm watching that and I'm going to see how much of those voucher tokens. You can buy fractions of a token. So let's say you earn, based on your SPS, a half a voucher token. You can go out and buy another half so that you can buy at least one pack and be eligible for the airdrops. So we'll see, My theory is if a voucher is only really going to be a $1 to purchase off of these secondary markets, then I'm going to be okay with that. And that way I'll buy a couple packs. If it's like, man, these voucher prices, these tokens are, skyrocketing and they're, $10, $20, then that just doesn't seem to be worth it. It seems like for us small players, we might have to wait until these voucher tokens are removed so that we can buy up some of these packs later down, maybe in a couple months. They do say that voucher tokens will be needed to purchase chaos packs for some times after the set is released as a wage, so that they're not selling off all 15 million packs all at once. They're trying to spread it out, I believe, over the next 6 months or so. In the last AMA I was able to watch, they didn't specify. They just said they expect, maybe somewhere between 6, 7, 8, 9 million packs will be sold, maybe even 10 million before they take the voucher system off. So overall, we're gonna really have to keep our eye out on these voucher tokens. How much are they gonna be going for on these secondary markets? And I'm hoping that they're cheap enough to make it for low-level players like us to get some of these vouchers to buy these pre-sale packs. If not, they're gonna go all to the whales, which is gonna be sad to me. So hopefully that's not the case, but we'll have to keep our fingers crossed. One thing I didn't mention about vouchers and airdrops is that airdrops for those possibly really rare cards only count if you purchase the pack from the Splinterlands shop. So let's say, hey, I want to avoid the voucher and I'm just going to go on Hive and the secondary markets to buy up packs, because there might be whales who buy up packs because they're getting all these vouchers and they buy them up for $4 and then they go list them on the Hive engine for $5, $6, $7. But hey, you don't need a voucher to buy it. That is one strategy that we could look for, but I will be sad if that's the way I have to buy these packs, because then I'm not going to be available for these awesome airdrops, which is something that's important to me. But maybe if it's not important to you, Hive and the secondary markets could be a way to buy it if the voucher prices are too high. So on top of the airdrop, if somehow we are able to actually buy a pack in the pre-sale, there is also another reward on top of the airdrops. Each pack that you purchase will have a 2% chance of getting this card, and each of those will have a 2% chance of it being gold foil version of that. If you're able to buy 50 or more packs during the pre-sale somehow, you'll be guaranteed at least one of these cards. And for you big spenders, if you purchase 1,000, you'll get one of the gold foil guaranteed. Again, pre-sale timing, October 18th is when the sale will start. Voucher tokens will be given out until a month later, and then a week later the pre-sale will end so that people can spend their voucher tokens or sell them off if they want to. A couple other things to note: one of their design goals is that new players with these Chaos Legion packs, it will hopefully provide everything needed for new players to participate in the game and be competitive. So that is one of the goals that is good and encouraging to me. Hopefully that will help us, who are all right now in a mad dash to rent 1 million cards and drive up the rental market, which has been a problem the last month or so. Balance updates: they may balance some cards when they feel it's necessary. They try to launch these cards as perfect as they can, but let's say they put out a card and it's like, whoops, this card is way too powerful. They may adjust it, and they have the authority to do so, which will affect the prices of these cards, so just be aware of that. But they say they will try to avoid that as much as possible. One thing you might be thinking right now is, well, if these new packs are coming out and these new cards are going to be dropped, should I just sell off all of my old cards to buy these packs and get into the Chaos Legion as much as possible? That is one strategy that you could implement, but they are giving some reasons to hold on to your older cards as well, so let me go over that. So one reason is they're saying, hey, all these new cards, yes, they're going to be good, but our goal with them isn't to make them more powerful than the older cards. More so, their idea is, can we build counters and add more variety to the game? So if you want a high competitive deck, especially for tournaments and to keep winning more DEC, they're saying, hey, you should have some older edition cards as well, and there will still be good utility and value to those cards. Additionally, you get more SPS tokens airdropped to you for holding these older cards because they have more card power to them. And if you didn't know that, you get SPS tokens based on how much DEC you're holding, but also how much your collection is worth in card power based on what you owned, not based on what you are renting. Lastly, a cool thing to note is that the beta edition cards will now become like alpha cards, where you'll get the 10% DEC bonus in ranked battles, and eventually when the SPS tokens are being able to be earned in ranked battles, which I think should come out next year, I believe, you will also get the 10% bonus on that. To look at the beta cards, you can just come to the Splinterlands market and click on beta. These are the types of cards that will start being like the alpha cards that get you 10% bonus. Another really interesting thing is, if you didn't know this, when Chaos Legion is released, Splinterlands will split the ranked battles in 2-week seasons into 2 different formats. So there'll be 2 different types of ranked battles. Now I can't tell when it's saying when Chaos Legion is released, meaning the pre-sale next week, if that is when the new format's gonna come out. Is that when all 15 million packs are sold off and now they're gonna split it into 2 different ranked battles? I can't tell when the exact release date is, and I can't find any information. So if you know, drop it in the comments for us. So there's going to be the modern format, which has the Chaos Legion, the Dice, the Untamed, and the newer Reward Edition cards. And also any new cards added into the game until the Chaos Legion sells out. So maybe if they bring out any, smaller packs, or if they make some new reward cards again, those will also be allowed in that format. And then the Wild format is going to allow all cards to be used in the game. So Alpha to now, everything can be played in the Wild format, and it says the easiest way to tell if a card is allowed in the battles if it has the Untamed Edition card frame or the new Chaos Legion card frame. So again, the Dice card frames, they will look like this with the cracked ones. Those will be able to use in the new format. We got Untamed, same kind of thing with the cracks in it. The new reward cards, which I'm assuming they mean these, they do not have the crack, but they have the little green symbol. Let me know if I'm wrong and those won't be played. And I think as well the reward cards from the previous reward card loot chests, these will also be able to be used with the cracks and stuff. I think, as far as I know, they're just trying to get rid of the really old reward cards, like a rusty android, or if you come all the way to the bottom, these ones as well may not be able to be used. If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments, but I'm pretty sure if it doesn't have the cracked card frame in here, or this new reward card with the little green symbol on top of the card, those are going to be the ones that are used in the modern format. And if it's not, again, they still have value for the Wild format gameplay. Each of these formats are going to have their own DEC reward pool and its own separate SPS reward pool when those are released. So that is going to be great. More details are going to be coming out later. So that is going to be interesting, for someone like me who likes to theory craft and test out, how to get the best profits out of this game. There's going to be 2 different ranked formats, and we don't know what this is gonna look like and how it's gonna affect the game. Is one format more profitable than the other? Is everyone into the new format with the Chaos Legion packs that they forget about the Wild format and they don't have a lot of those older cards? So if you hold those older cards, maybe the Wild format will have a DEC reward pool that isn't being utilized, and you'll get more rewards from them, plus the beta and alpha cards that you've been storing up to get those extra 10% bonuses. So there's going to be a lot of theory crafting, which cards to rent, which modern format versus Wild format to play. Do you play in both of them? Do you get capture rates that drop down because you play in either one of them, or are they going to have their own capture rate to encourage you to play in both all the time? Are they going to have their separate season rewards and daily reward quests? I don't know. This is going to be crazy, and hopefully we get more details out. And of course, when those details drop, you can count on me. At some point, I'll be making another video when I have the time about all of that. Lastly, note you will have some starter cards from the Chaos Legion editions for this new ranked play. So there might be cards that you don't need to go out and buy, because just like starting in Splinterlands now, you will have starter cards that you don't own or rent, but that you can use and play. Lastly, they just want to make a note that the SPS token, they're trying to find more and more ways to utilize by giving the discount on packs. They're trying to give more and more reason to stake your SPS with the vouchers, and they're going to continue using the voucher system. So this is just a note of them saying, hey, wink, wink, you might be storing up your SPS and not letting that go, because we're gonna give it more utility, which also means probably the price on it is only going to increase if the market continues to increase. So I know that was a ton of information to cover, but hopefully it was helpful for you not to have to read it all, and hopefully you're playing Splinterlands as you watch this video so that you can do both at once. And if there's any information that I've missed outside of that article, maybe there's some elsewhere, please drop it in the comments below to help all of us out. And for now, this is the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one. Guys, have fun and get those great drops in Splinterlands, and let me know if you buy any packs coming up in the pre-sale. For now, peace out.